Man, throwing out brother's expensive 40th birthday gift. Cheered.
When
Cruel.
I read this one, I thought about you when you did that when you was working down in Texas, whatever.
That's
And
where
old
I was
boy,
gonna go.
yeah,
Yeah,
and old boy switched that shit on you. I was like, huh. So this does happen.
it
Fuckers
does.
try to force shit on you when you telling them clearly, don't bring that shit around me.
Right, right.
You know,
And that's right where it took me to, because he said, this man was saying, man, it fucked up my relationship. Nuked. He said, use the word nuked my relationship with my children, fucked
yeah,
up with my marriage. And he
yeah.
got all of this back. Everybody knows he doesn't drink. And
Everybody,
right. And his
everybody.
brother, yeah, and his brother brought that shit around him. And all I can think is how fragile that cat was to that. Like what it took for him to fight that off. And what he's still fighting. Cause just because he threw the bottle out, that don't mean that craving went away. When I was down there, I said I saw a picture of tea. I said, man, what's that? He said tea. I said, all right, man, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Can I get a cup? His wife was sitting there. I said, man, you mind if I get a cup? I come back, the whole thing of tea. I was like, oh, all right, big ass cup, no ice, but all right. I sipped the shit, but I didn't swallow it because I could taste the alcohol as soon as it hit my lips. And when I speak about fragility, this is what I mean. In my mind, I had this duel, and it was like, I said, you know what? It ain't nothing but a swallow. I can go ahead and drink this. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. And then I had
Mm.
and I had another thought in my head that said, if you fucking drink this, not only are you gonna piss on all the work you did to stop drinking, but you'll never stop. If you drink this, there's no fucking way you're ever gonna stop. And I spit that shit back into the cup. And I said, listen, he's like, man, you just what? I said, listen, man, I told you I didn't drink. I said, man, I'm sorry, for wasting your shit or whatever, but I don't know why you would have did that. I told you I didn't fucking drink. I didn't fuck with them anymore because shit started getting weird, but
Yeah.
that's that battle. And for me, it wasn't as bad as what it would sound like for somebody who was in so deep as he was. But that's some cruel shit to do, man. When you get to a point, man, that you want to stop doing that, at least for me, and you done lost friendships, you done wrecked your cars, you find yourself doing it alone, you walking in the dark, you pissing yourself, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. It is a fucking, it is a arduous task to quit drinking. And then once you finally kick it, to the point like me, I can go around people, they can drink, I can be in bars. I don't have that urge anymore. And I'm so happy because I wouldn't have my wife. But to do that, yeah, man, nah, a salute.
For his birthday.
Yeah.
For his birthday. That's what made it so fucked up. You
And
brought
he
it into
knows,
this man.
and he knows that he doesn't drink anymore and wanted around him.
I gotta say kudos to you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Kudos to you for handling that situation the way you did. I think I would have went solar emotional ballistic.
Oh yeah, I was ready to. I left. I left. Yeah.
Because I mean, my whole thing was, why would you do that to me? You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah.
What possessed you? What crossed your? Like, what was this your big test to see if I've been bullshitting you and I drink with everybody else but you? Like, my mind would have just, oh man,
I was hurt, man.
It's always your family.
I was hurt
the ones that's close to you because his brother for his birthday gonna celebrate. And the killer part, y'all read this saying that the parents got mad at the guy in recovery.
That was some bullshit.
Saying that you overreacted and
real bullshit.
The brother opened up the bottle and started pouring everybody out.
You're a quitter.
Yeah, I'd have been like, all y'all get out my house and stay out.
Hell yeah.
Get out my house and stay out.
I mean, this dude could have probably did like a complete 360 from where, or 180 from where he was, and and his family just remembers the old motherfucker, you know what I mean? And that's who they thought was coming out for the holidays, even though he said he didn't drink, but
let me tell you what I was doing.
Give him a taste. It wasn't a holiday, bro. It was his birthday. It's his day.
Let me tell you what I was doing.
It's his birthday, man. It wasn't a holiday. And then the brother opened up the bottle and started pouring everybody up.
Right. There you go.
Come on, man. At your
Yeah, he's
birthday?
trying to fuck your shit up. Yeah.
Let me tell you something,
Come
man.
on, man.
I
That ain't Christmas. That's my fucking birthday. You in my house. I don't fucking drink. You know what I lost. And here you come. Hey man, I got the top notch shit for your ass.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I was self-sabotaging for a while. And this is what I mean by that. I was drinking non-alcoholic beer or duels. But even non-alcoholic beer has like 0.5, 0.05% alcohol in it. And one day I had this shit and I said to myself, like, fam, if you gonna quit. Fucking stop. Like, you don't need this. You don't need to get to pretend. You don't need to play pretend. And I remember even at my brother's wedding, it was like, hey man, you ain't gonna toast the champagne with us for the wedding. I said, I'm gonna toast this motherfucking water. I said, I'm not drinking. I'm telling you. And I was hurt when they did that because I made it known, like, yo, I didn't go into my whole history, but I said, I wasn't the nicest person. I wasn't a good drinker. You know, everybody want to think they are. I wasn't a good drinker. And for me to say, hey, man, can I get some tea? Because I'm cutting the ground, I'm tired. And I go and I drink that and I tasted it. And those things started kicking in my head like, this tastes good. And
taking the edge off. Yeah.
If you swallow this shit, you'll never stop. And I even went to the bathroom. I rinsed my mouth out, man. I rinsed my mouth out, spit that shit out. And they was on some weird fuck shit anyway. So I quit that. But I just think, man, salute to dude. You know, I wish that he could see this. Salute the dude for throwing that shit out because it's hard, man. And especially when you say you lost what he lost. I was fortunate to get friendships back. He was fortunate to get his children back. And your brother coming there with that, that nigga's a whole sucker for that. And I'm using that word. It's a whole sucker move, man.
He did that shit in front of his kids on top of that. That's what made that shit even worse, bro.
Like I said, that insult, again, I go back to not having the support of his family because his parents were like, you overreacted. You shouldn't have threw out the alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't go in on your brother that way. You know, I would have probably knocked my brother out. You know,
come on, man.
And then he'd have woke up in his own vehicle with that bottle. You know, but yeah, I mean, it's just you don't disrespect somebody's birthday like that, and at their house. That was just foul all the way around.
Let me say this, Mr. Coppola. If that had been me and I lost what that man lost, and I threw that shit out, and for any of my parents to come to me with that, I'd probably never speak to my parents again.
That was gonna be my question. Would you have shut the whole thing down and been like, you know what, I need to pump on the whole family function until y'all get y'all fucking act together and realize that I'm dead ass serious with my sobriety.
Everybody but my kids. Yeah, everybody but my kids, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out right now. Because I'm telling you, man, you know, let me say this, man. Go ahead.
What if his kids was taking shots too? They were there.
Man.
No,
you know, like if he was fucking up relationships with his whole family, and like if that's who's at his birthday party, you know, everybody's taking shots.
Let me say this. I may not kick my kids out, but I would have a strong fucking word for them. Like, hey, I went through hella hot water to kick this devilish habit to get back in y'all good graces. And y'all gonna sit up here and sip this shit around me. Like, I just feel like, you know, a lot of people don't understand. I still have times where I don't have any urges, but I see somebody acting stupid or I see people drinking, and I still say to myself, man, I'm so happy I quit. I'm so fucking happy I stopped. I shouldn't have to say that, but I'm so happy I quit. You know what I mean? And it's not to remind myself, but I'm always reminded of my fuck ups, man. I'm always reminded of how foolish I look, how foolish I inadvertently made other people look. And when you put it out there, hey man, I've changed myself. I've worked hard to become a better person. You know, this thing almost destroyed me, man. And for you, one of the closest people, it don't get closer than a brother to do that. Yeah, man, it would have been Kung Fu fucking Joe time, and my parents could have kissed my ass. You know,
even with the kids sipping or whatever, they just got to sip at their uncle's place or at the emergency room where uncle just got delivered to. Y'all could go ahead and help him, you know, find his teefuses, you know, and keep it pushing.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
and
this. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Just the last thing is, I'm fortunate that I had a good support system around me. Um, the Cuddy saw me through. The bunk was there, but when I said, "Hey, I'm done," it was respected. I got another cousin. For as much shit as he's into, if I was hanging out with him and somebody offered me a drink, I didn't have to say anything. He
Right.
spoke up, "Hey, nah, he don't drink no more," and was forceful about it, and nobody was gonna say nothing to him because he was a bad motherfucker when he boxed, and they would be like, "Hey, you want something?" Nah, he don't drink no more. Almost like he thought maybe I would say he don't drink no more, and so that's I think the most fucked up thing about this is his support system, uh, fucking with him with it.
Yeah. What do you guys
This.
think was worse, them brother bringing alcohol or the lack of support?
I think it's.
I think the reason why he brought that shit was fucked up.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's
Oh
just
man. This story made me think of this video I reshared on my social media the other day, right? And it's there's this picture of a woman, and she's laying in bed with this big constrictor, about 7 feet long, and it's her pet. And you're looking at this image, right? And you're thinking, oh, okay, she's sleeping with her snake. Okay, some people, I guess, sleep with their pets, but the guy
I know
starts
where you're
talking in
going
the
with
video,
this shit.
and he says, woman took her snake to the vet. She was concerned the snake hadn't eaten for a week.
Mm-hmm.
And so she kept trying to give the snake, mice or whatever. She kept trying to feed the snake. And the vet's listening
Nah,
to her
bro.
calmly. And he says, he said, I got to tell you something. He said, how long has it been since the snake ate? She said, like I said, about a little over a week. And he said, and he's been stretching out when he's sleeping in the bed with you. She said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he's not coiling up at all next to you under the
He
warmth.
playing,
He's
yeah,
like, he said, let me tell you something. He said, your snake's not sick. He said, snakes know
Sizing.
exactly how many days they have to fast before they can have a big meal. And he's been stretching out because he's sizing you up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
there
it's
you go.
crazy, man.
hmm
People will get close to you, man. And
Facts.
some people that are just already, they're born, relatives. And they just sizing you up for that moment
hmm
to
And you
take
took
you,
the shot
what I'm
at your birthday. Your
Mm-hmm.
40th, man. You always remember that damn 40th birthday. Your brother tried to
Mm-hmm.
get you some expensive shit.
hmm
And your ass,
Mm-hmm.
I loved how he just put the shit in the garbage. Like, fuck you and this, whatever. Whatever the
Yeah,
fuck. I don't give a fuck if it's Louis.
right.
I don't give a fuck if it's Louis. I'm dumping this shit. Fuck you. Fuck Louis. Fuck these
I mean,
parents.
and that's
Fuck
the thing,
everybody.
like Corey said, it's not just what he brought, it's the fact that it was some of the most expensive.
It was the
Yeah.
temptation
It-
aspect.
Yeah.
right. And,
Yeah.
and then the mindset is you're not about to pour my shit out, nigga.
Yeah. I
I
dropped
paid over three
1500
hundred
for this.
dollars for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta drink
Yeah.
it. No, I don't.
hmm
I don't drink anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Some fucked
wow.
up shit.
And I,
No.
and to answer your question, Mr. Coble, I'm gonna say this: bringing it was already awful, but the lack
Hmm.
of support, especially from your parents
That's what
and
I said.
everybody who sipped from what he poured, nobody else grabbing this motherfucker and throwing him out. Yeah,
Right.
that lack of support was probably the worst in my
The worst
opinion.
part of it. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to know. That was my final question on that was like, dude, what? Because I could see just not having your family. It's kind of like you starting all over again. It's
Yeah.
like, y'all really don't believe I'm fucking sober. You
You
know,
know what?
I
Tank used to
told
tell
y'all.
me, yeah, Cuddy the Tank told me a couple years after I stopped. He said, "Man, you know, those motherfuckers that still don't believe you stopped drinking. Real shit.
See? Like I'm
It
saying,
mattered, and it wasn't just him. People I knew, man, stop playing.
go and sip
Yeah,
this. Yeah,
years
go and
later,
sip this.
nobody believed you stopped. I was like, oh, okay. I had motherfuckers looking like, oh, you know,
Yeah, I understand that there's a hill you got to climb back from, from what you did. But once you you holding your own and you having a celebration. You made it to 40. And then here comes your fucking brother with this expensive ass looking, not just, no damn Paul
Right.
Masson.
Right.
This motherfucker done went top shelf in front of your parents and everybody like, yeah, fuck all that sobriety shit. Sip on this.
Right.
And and they're all good and grown and everything, right? In this scenario. As the father, watching my son go through that and then seeing him win, come out on the other side, but knowing what he went through. Like, I'm not gonna stop loving any of my children, but I'm definitely taking that one outside to talk to him. Yeah. And I'm hoping that it stays at that level. I don't care how old I am, what is going on in my body. Like, you know what? Come on, son. Let's go talk. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, son. You know what? Happy birthday. I'm gonna be right back. Let me go talk to your brother.
Right.
I'm not about to sit up there and call. Come on, man. It's top shelf. Look, what?
Right.
After what this man has been through,
you done made it all this way far.
Yeah.
For this fool to fuck it over some, cause it's good shit.
Yeah.
Right. Right.